Your High Priestess has the following message for you today. Today's message comes directly from your soulmate, who wants to tell you something important but cannot or does not want to articulate it yet. So, do not be surprised, for I am conveying these words straight from the perspective of your soulmate. Feel free to respond to your soulmate through this video in the comments, as your words at the soul level will reach your soulmate. Also, like this video to activate the energy of this video in your life. Subscribe to my channel as well so that we can remain connected through the collective, and future messages for you, from me, your High Priestess, through the universe, can be received and conveyed to you through future videos. In the depths of my heart, where words fall silent and feelings hide, that's where you reside, a soft whisper of what could be. I stand at the edge of my own abyss, looking back at the scars of my childhood that still weigh on my steps like shadows. Sometimes I feel lost, like a child who has wandered in the darkness, fearful that every light only brings a new disappointment. I confess, I have built walls, stone by stone, to protect my vulnerable heart. But behind this facade where I hide, there is a longing I dare hardly whisper. I fear that you might see me as I truly am, fragile and incomplete. Yet in your presence, I feel a warmth that allows me to heal a little more. I am caught between the desire to open up to you and the fear that you will recognize my fragility and turn away. In my boldest dreams, I imagine what it would be like if I could tell you all my stories. How we would sit side by side on a rainy day, forgetting the world outside and just being. I imagine your hand gently seeking mine, a silent promise that you are there. But until I find the courage to make these dreams come true, it remains with these words that I whisper into the silence. I am working to break the chains of my past to one day be free, free enough to love and be loved without fear of loss. I long to tell you all the things that fill my heart, my hopes, my fears, the unspoken words of tenderness. Until then, I dream of meeting you, not as a shadow of my fears, but as the person I want to be, strong enough to let you into my heart. As I continue to wander in my thoughts, I find words that have remained unheard, hidden in the depths of my being. I think of the moments when I am alone, when the noise of the day has faded, and I only hear my breath and the gentle beating of my heart. In those moments, you are so tangibly close that I almost believe you are really here. I haven't told you about the songs I softly hum when I think of you. Melodies that wash over the shores of my soul, which longs for touch. I haven't told you how often I have conversations with you in the empty rooms of my apartment, as if you were with me. I ask and answer, laugh at jokes we have never shared, and feel a closeness that does not exist. You know nothing of the letters I have never sent, of the lines I write at night and then burn, in the silent hope that the ashes might carry my unspoken words to you. I haven't told you about the tears that sometimes come when I can no longer grasp the complexity of my emotions, tears that are for you even though you will never see them. And then there are the dreams. Those in which we are both beyond the limits imposed on us by wakefulness. Dreams in which I touch you and have no fear that you won't return my touch. Dreams so vivid that upon waking, for a fleeting moment, I believe they are real. I haven't told you about the bittersweet torment that comes with returning to reality. I've kept silent about how I avoid places that could remind me of you because the pain of longing sometimes becomes unbearable. How I sometimes visit places I know you like, just to feel an echo of your presence. I haven't spoken of the silent prayers I send, prayers that don't seek a God but only nurture the hope that someday you'll understand my feelings. But I also have hope. Hope that with each day I heal myself a little more, I come a step closer to you. That one day, I will be strong enough to face you and speak all these words. Then, and perhaps only then, will you truly see who I am, not just the heart that is afraid, but the one who is ready to love with all that I am and will be. In my thoughts, I continue to spin the thread, weaving a tapestry of UN-lived moments with you. I haven't told you about the days when the grey of the sky reflects my mood, and how suddenly the thought of your smile breaks through the clouds like a sunbeam. I carry this image of you like a precious jewel, illuminating my heart in the darkest hours. I haven't told you about the places I discover in the city, where I wish I could explore them with you. How I imagine us wandering through old bookstores, flipping through the pages of dusty books, exchanging thoughts on lines that move us. I see us sitting in cafes, over steaming cups of coffee, our gazes meeting across the table, full of unspoken words and shared understanding. You don't know the poems I write for you, each one a desperate attempt to capture the essence of what you evoke in me. Words that pelt against the window of my soul like a gentle rain, hoping that one day they will find their way into your heart. I haven't told you about the nights when I gaze at the starry sky and imagine the two of us standing beneath the vastness of the universe, talking about our dreams. I haven't told you how I search for your face in the crowd, how I measure fleeting silhouettes against you, in the silent hope of catching a glimpse of you. How my heart skips a beat every time I think I hear your voice in the distance, only to realize it was an illusion. In the quiet hours before dawn, when the world is in a gentle slumber, I think about the future, perhaps, with you. I haven't told you about the mornings when I lie awake and imagine what it would be like to wake up next to you, to see your peaceful face in the first light of day before the cares of the world catch up with us. I'm not talking about the little things I collect, memories of moments we might share someday. A seashell from the beach, a dried leaf fallen in autumn, a photo of a sunset, they all wait to be transformed into stories I want to tell you. I collect them like treasures I want to give you one day. You know nothing of the plans I make, places I want to visit with you. The maps and books I study. Searching for the perfect spot for a picnic, a hike, a spontaneous adventure. Places that could write our shared history if I only had the courage to take you along. I haven't told you how sometimes in the crowd, I look for you, for a smile that looks like yours, a gesture that is so familiar to me. And when I find someone who resembles you, my heart stops for a moment, in the quiet hope that it might be you. I keep silent about the wishes I make on shooting stars, perhaps childish, but they carry my deepest desires. Each wish is a thought of you, a request for courage, for strength, for the opportunity to show you what's in my heart. In the layers of my thoughts, where silence resides. There are also the colors I choose for you. I haven't told you about the colors of dusk that I paint in my mind when I imagine what the horizon would look like if we were to watch it together. The deep blue of the night merging with the warm gold of the setting sun, a painting just for us. I haven't told you about the paths I walk in my thoughts, paths I trace in the hope that someday they could be our paths. About the parks where I sit alone, the bench next to me empty but filled with your presence in my heart. I talk to the birds and tell them to sing you songs, songs of longing and gentle joy. You know nothing of the books I read, where I mark sentences I want to read to you. Words that touch, that stir something within me that I want to show you. I imagine emphasizing the words, saying them gently, and you listen, your eyes on me, and in that moment, we are connected by the poetry of language. I haven't told you about the small rituals I've started, like the morning cup of tea, where I mentally prepare a second cup for you. How I briefly exchange the coldness of the porcelain against your lips and imagine the steam gently caressing your face. I haven't told you about the moments when I laugh out loud, even though my heart weeps, because I pretend everything is fine. About the friends who ask, and to whom I don't tell the truth because the truth is too much mine. Too much ours. And then there are the plans I make, the projects I start, with the thought of you as my silent muse. You inspire me without knowing it, give my days a direction and my nights a dream. Bear in mind that this prediction is a guide, not a fixed destiny. The future always depends on the decisions we make in the present. Therefore, always act with love and kindness, and you can find a path that leads to happiness and fulfillment. This was today's message for you. I deeply appreciate your time and trust, and I would be delighted to receive a like, a comment, or a free subscription if my messages resonate with you. Your support helps me to strengthen my channel and reach more people whom I can assist. It was wonderful to have you here. Do not hesitate to drop by again and listen to the future messages of the universe from your High Priestess.